Here we are, Nick.
Bonjour and welcome, pickleball fans, to our official preview show for one of Europe's most exciting pickleball events of the year, the Skechers Pickleball Paris Open 2025, an official RTA 2025 event and the third stop of the season as the road to Arba gets even more intense. I'm Nick Hobbis, and over the next half hour, we're diving into what makes this tournament so special, from its record-breaking divisions to the key players, epic matchups, and the people powering it all. Whether you're tuning in from Paris or anywhere around the globe, you're in the right place to get hyped for what's coming to the City of Romance this weekend, May the 23rd to May the 25th. My guests this evening need very little introduction, as always. First up, the founder of the RTA and a true visionary, helping shape the future of the sport in Europe, Magnus Stedile-Foradori. Magnus, it's great to have you with us once again for the third stop of the season. Good evening.
Thank you, Nick. Thanks for having me.
Next, the man orchestrating this entire event, Guillaume Carlier, tournament director and host organizer of the Skechers Pickleball Paris Open. Guillaume, bonjour et bienvenue.
Bonjour, Nick. Thank you very much. That's a real pleasure being here with you tonight.
Great to have you with us. And finally, a player sitting in the top 5 on the 52-week RTA ranking list, in the top 10 year to date for men's doubles too, a major force and one to watch in the open divisions this weekend. All the way from Germany, it's Basti, Grau. Basti, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, great to have you all with us. And thank you to you at home who is watching live with us too. Arvid Dahlin, we believe, is online, won the men's doubles open in our last event, the German Open. Great for you to be joining in and tuning as well. Wherever you're watching around the world, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and enjoy the preview for the next 30 minutes. Magnus, let's start with you if we can. This isn't just any tournament. It's fast becoming a marquee event on the European circuit. What does the Skechers Pickleball Paris Open mean for the sport's growth across Europe?
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure working with Guillaume. I'm very happy he's organizing such an event. It's huge. It's really we have 358 players. We have 32 divisions. I mean, what else do I have to say? This is just great for pickleball in Europe.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And Guillaume, 358 players, 32 divisions, as we've just heard from Magnus. That is huge. Just take us behind the scenes briefly. What goes into putting a tournament of this scale on? And how are you going to set the scene for us for what looks like a blockbuster weekend? Give us the news, give us the facts, give us the stats. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you very much. That's actually, yeah, it's getting huge. Maybe huger than what we expected before. As you say, 32 divisions, 358 players. That's crazy. I mean, we did not expect to have something as big as that. And especially, I'm super happy because we wanted something international. It's now going to 32 countries. So gonna be really great. We've actually traveled a lot with my partners, with the players here, because I have to confess, I'm not the only one. Let's say that I'm the director, the manager, but I have 10, 12 people working with me. And it's, I don't know if I can say all the names but just if they're here tonight, I want to thank them again. They're doing an incredible job and helping me a lot. That's not only me, and it's really a team job, have to confess. So for now, we've been working a lot because we wanted the second edition to be even closer to Paris. Last year, the first edition was great. We had a lot of good comments. We're super happy about it, but we wanted to be closer, to be really the Paris Open had to be in Paris. So we worked a lot with the city of Paris to prepare and to get this amazing place we're gonna have for the 3 days of by the end of the week. And so we'll be in Paris this time. That's the first thing. And as you say, that's the behind the scene things, as we have to deal with so many things. What being bigger is being, I would say that bigger plays means maybe bigger trouble. But yeah, we have to deal with new sponsors, the promotion, the prize money. We wanted to have something bigger. That last year was about 2,500, and this year is 7,200. So really big prize money, what we wanted to offer. Some more food because more people. The medals, that have been a really important thing last year. Something like something you can keep in your collection. So we wanted even better this year. And yeah, even security this year, because the place is a bit different than last year. So yeah, there's so many things. I don't want to say too much because I want to keep some surprises for people coming, as you will see, especially as it's the same moment of Roland Garros for us in Paris. But yeah, I would say that bigger place mean maybe bigger trouble or bigger organization. But again, yeah, I'm super a lot of people working with me, and we're doing a great job. And as I told you just before starting, tonight starts the real last line, as we're going to paint the lines and prepare everything in the really last week. So we're super happy and so excited to get these 358 people.
Yeah, fantastic, yeah. I mean, it sounds like you've got a big team of supporters behind you for a big tournament, and surely this is the main spectacle of sport in France for this month, not Roland Garros. That's playing second fiddle, I'm sure. Basti, if we can come to you for a second, from a player's perspective, what is it about this tournament that draws so many top names from Europe and beyond, is the first question. And then just as a follow-up, in terms of your own form, in the men's doubles particular, you're teaming up with France's Cyril Peltier this weekend. How did that partnership come about, and what are your expectations? So a few questions for you to give us some information there on Basti Grau, one of the top players in Europe.
Yeah, certainly. I think the answer why Paris is so attractive is twofold. There's one, obviously being part of the RTA, which helps to kind of put players onto the same calendar, and they align early on what events they're playing and what not, which is what we didn't have maybe 2-3 years ago. So that's one big part of it, and people are now chasing for points, and obviously also for possibilities to play against top talent in Europe. And the second thing has a lot to do with Paris being so accessible to get there, being a very, very nice city. And like Guillaume said earlier, you can get there easily because it's within the perimeter of Paris. So that does help a lot. So people don't have to spend so much time traveling. For me, myself, I'm very excited to go. I've not been to Paris to play a pickleball tournament. So that's going to be very, very fun. And I'm especially excited to have Cyril next to me, who is obviously a hometown hero. I hope at least he has the fans behind him and then also behind us. We've been talking for a while. We know each other, I don't know, since like 2021 or so long time ago. And it just came about spontaneously, actually. I think a couple of weeks ago we chatted, and he was looking for a partner and felt right for me. He's been very, very solid, playing better and better, actually, I think. So I'm very happy to have him, and it's gonna be a good event for us.
And in terms of your expectations, Basti, going into that men's doubles competition, you'll be hoping to go deep?
There's only one answer, and the answer has to be gold. That's what we're trying to go for, obviously. I think that's what Cyril has in his mind too, but the competition is fierce. Definitely is. A lot of new partnerships that are in that have not been together over the last month. So I'm excited to see it. Some will go really, really well. Some might be in trouble, but the talent level is just so dense these days that you cannot predict who's up there, but we're definitely going, hopefully, all the way.
You heard it here first. Grau and Peltier going for gold this weekend. Guillaume, last year's event was a big hit. What are the standout upgrades for 2025? And which categories have seen the biggest influx of entries?
Yeah, you're right. That was really something special. And we were super happy again about the first edition. But okay, as previously said, the best upgrade is now being in Paris. That's definitely something different for us, instead of being like 30 kilometers from Paris. That's what we've done last year. So yeah, but for us, like, being bigger is also getting some more money thanks to the players and trees, etc. So it's give definitely much more money for the tournament. So now we'll be for us this year, the possibility to afford like free breakfast, free bananas will be maybe a big screen to watch the Roland Garros games, to have a better dinner for this Saturday evening. So yeah, everything could be actually thought in a way that we wanted the first edition, but now we have the money to afford what we wanted to do for this edition. So that's pretty cool. What we want to, well, yeah, we want to go on with the same format as last year. So it means that all the players will go first, mostly for about all the categories. They will go firstly for some groups, group stage, and then everyone will get out of the groups. And then it will be direct elimination. So everyone has a chance to compete, even for the second part. That's what we want. And especially for gender double and mixed double, we want to keep the same format as last year. We're kind of more American in our way of thinking. It means that all the matches will be the best of three. So that's something we want to keep as having something special in Paris. And then concerning the entries, I have to say that definitely much more people in all the entries, I have to confess. But the things for us amazing is about the people coming from the 50 plus. There is so many more players than last year for 50 plus. So that's crazy, especially for the British, especially the Americans. Yeah, everything is getting crazy for us. So I won't go for like kind of teasing the third edition, but if it's going the same way for next year, I really hope we can open a 60 plus. That would be the best thing for next year.
Yeah, it sounds like those progressions from edition 1 to edition 2 have been fantastic. And Magnus, it's not just about the pro and open levels here in Paris. The amateur divisions are packed too. How important are those divisions for the long-term growth of the sport, not just in Europe, but in Paris itself?
Well, you know, of course, it's one of the most important things. I mean, we all love seeing the pros. We see how they perform and how they get better. But where does it start, right? I play with a couple of thousand kids every year, and it's just amazing to see the sport on a level at the very beginning, going through the 3.0 and up, and everyone just has fun. So this is really about having fun at a great tournament in a great city, you know. So, and everyone who is a 3.5 or a 4.0 wants to be better next time. So everyone wants to get to the 5.0. So of course, this is the base of everything. The amateurs is what we need.
Yeah, that journey of progression.
And Nick, you need to know that Magnus will be playing this year.
Fantastic. Magnus picking up the pickleball paddle. What a player in his own right. And that just highlights how important that pickleball journey is. Basti, you've been around plenty of up-and-coming talent yourself. How much of your time is spent mentoring and observing amateurs? And is there a clear pathway in Europe for an amateur to become a pro?
It's difficult, and I think it's getting more and more difficult to really make the way through quite quickly. But definitely there is a pathway still, and I don't spend too much time on the amateur level, but once in a while somebody stands out, especially young players now that do play when they're like 12, 13 years old, and they play already against the 3.5s or 4.0 grown-ups. That's something to look out for, and there's a couple of them right now in the pickleball scene. Those are exciting to watch, and I think quite frustrating to play against for the grown-up people. But that's something that I'm doing, and I'll be on the lookout this weekend for sure. And when you get to that level where you can compete, and the RTA is actually a great avenue for young players to come in, especially at a 500 tournament. You can snatch a couple points, see where your ranking is, and work your way in. And if you're a young player or an amateur that just started, you have a lot of room to grow and to travel and gain experience until really this thing heats up more and more. And I think we're seeing now that it's kind of going quicker and quicker, but right now there's an opening, but it's getting smaller each year.
Yeah, and we can see that in some of the men's doubles draw this weekend. We've got a couple of under 18 players playing there, and we'll touch on that in a second. But Friday is singles day, Guillaume. Who are the key names in the women's draw here, particularly from the home crowd's perspective?
Okay. Because I would say the key name, of course, it's Tadea. Tadea is just amazing. It's beautiful to watch her play. She could not finally join the first edition, so we're super happy to have her back. To have finally her for this second edition. She was one of the first to register, so that's pretty cool. But as you say, yeah, we have quite a nice lineup for women, especially in 5.0. They are all really good, I have to say. Basti knows quite a lot. Adeline, for instance, I'm sure she will kick really good for her. But my heart is still from Paris. My Parisian heart has to say that you should follow Anaïs. Anaïs is a really good player, getting better and better. So yeah, I hope that one of the four Frenchies will do something, and we'll keep a special eyes on Anaïs for sure.
Yeah, fantastic. And Magnus, like Guillaume referenced there, Stadiola, fresh off a runner-up finish at the English Nationals, just back from Vietnam as well. Enters as the number 1 seed. Group A looks like hers to lose, would you imagine?
Well, it's always a pleasure to see Fadia play, and also besides the courts, it's very nice talking to her. She's a great person, but all of them, it's going to be tricky. If you look at the duper from Carolina, she's picking up a lot. So yeah, tough. It's going to be hard for all of them, even though she is highest ranked, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be really nice to watch.
Yeah, Karen is great, you're right.
Yeah, definitely. So Basti, Caroline's playing in Group B over there, which is definitely no joke either, with Outzarek and Maria Pinto Rodriguez in that group as well. That's going to be a tough road for the 3 French players to get out of that group.
Yeah, I do agree. They have 2 big names with them. I think Maria in singles is very, very strong, but I see Carolina on top of that. She's just a fighter, and she's been successful over the last weeks already. I think she's gonna make her way as the 1 seed if you want to have it for the next round. And then for the other 2, there's not much room. Maybe they can sneak a lucky game, but I don't see it happening actually.
No, I agree, and that women's draw looks particularly tight, and it wouldn't surprise me if we see a Locke Outzarek final there. Guillaume, what about the men's division? We've got Cyril Peltier with reference. We've got Theo Platel. They're flying the French flag. Is there anybody else that we should be watching out for?
Sure, there's more than 40 other players, 42 players involved in the 5.0 for men. So that's crazy. It's quite amazing. It will be a lot of games to watch. I'm always amazed when I watch Theo and Cyril. They're being so fast on the court. Especially I could watch most of the game when Cyril went to Australia. So it is getting more and more amazing every time. So that's I really hope to see one of them, even actually both of them on the podium. But that's going to be tough. That James will be here, for instance, and but then my Parisian hearts, it's still the same. There will be some players from Paris, quite a lot this year, and so I would say that you should keep an eye on Vanna. Vanna is a really good player too, and Alexis is maybe our best chance from Paris. So yeah, they are both playing from Pickleball Ivry-sur-Seine and Pickleball Paris West, and there's also really good players. Maybe not as good as Cyril and Theo, but a lot of French players will be playing. Also, like Felix will be there too. So yeah, definitely a lot of games to watch. And even if I think that James is a bit higher, but it's still a lot of matches to watch.
Yeah, some good French Parisian talent coming through there, that's for sure. But Magnus, I guess the ultimate question is there anybody that can stop James Chowdhury, the number 1 seed? He just looks unbeatable in singles, right?
Well, he does, but he still has to perform all day, so it's tricky. We have Ignazi again against James, or there as well with James. In Malmö, we saw the battles between the 2. Ignazi was a bit hurt, so we have him back full. This is going to be tough. There's Pep, there's Balint, there's Cyril, Mauro, everyone. It's like this list is crazy, and we're so excited to see them play. So yeah, also here, cannot say James is gonna make it. He could, but there's a lot of other players that can do it as well.
Yeah, I was just about to reference the Spanish wave of Ignacy de Ruda, Pep Cañada, and Mario Garcia. Do you think they're real threats to Chowdy's crown, Magnus?
What should I say now? I mean, of course there are threats to James. Of course. I mean, as I said, he has to perform to beat them. They're really good. They're getting better and better. He is as well, but it's nothing is given, you know.
That would be my question, Nick. It's, if you would have done this call last year, would you have say the same about Luis? And finally, Luis just lost the final again against the Polish guy. I lost his name, sorry, but yeah, I think it was really the one we all waited for, and finally could not get to the gold.
Yeah, and I mean, if we throw in Balint Bacco and Alberto Secchia as well, Guillaume, this draw is absolutely stacked full of quality everywhere you look.
Yeah, I was gonna say even Balint actually beat James already in March, right, in Malmö, and that was a big surprise when he came onto that stage. So nobody is invincible, I think, in that field. Although when I look at it and I consider this being a 500, I wonder what the 2000 tournaments eventually have to offer. This is loaded.
Yeah. And Basti, you're not playing singles, but just give us an insight from a player's perspective. How does a day full of singles action affect a player's physicality for the rest of the weekend, particularly if they're playing in all three events, singles, doubles, gender doubles and mixed doubles?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever felt that. As you said, I don't play singles, but I do know from hearsay what the players come on Saturday morning. They're aching and they're like, "Oh, you must be so fresh. You didn't play singles," and that's an advantage that makes a difference, maybe in some key moments, but overall, definitely they're used to playing singles the first day. And actually, some people prefer to start with singles, so they're into the tournament. They arrive alone, and they then go to the doubles events later. So for some people, that's even an advantage to already have arrived before they start playing doubles. But yeah, when the energy level gets really low, then yeah, it's been a factor if you played Friday. For me, it has always worked to not play Friday and then play Saturday, Sunday only. I wonder how long it will go that you can play all three events, but even in the US, they still do. So yeah, you better work on your fitness.
Yeah, definitely. And Guillaume, just before we get to predictions for our singles, we've also got standout players in the amateur singles level. I mean, we've got players here from the UK like Rob Adams and Jamie Champion. Great to see that level of quality traveling internationally for the 4.5 and below events as well.
Yeah. Again, still as crazy as we did not expect it before. If you take in consideration only the men's singles, it's 25 nationalities that's going to be there on Friday. So yeah, that's just crazy. On my side, I'm going to play 4.0, and the lineup is huge, and I hope I can do something there. But yeah, and when you watch the 50 plus, it's like last year we had to cancel 50 plus singles because we didn't have enough players, and this year is crazy. We have 50 plus for 3.5, 4, 4. And 4.5 plus. So yeah, just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So prediction time then, if you're prepared to offer one, we're looking for players named female and male who will be taking the 500 points, the gold medal from the weekend. Magnus, we'll start with you.
Fadia James, just because they're really steady, you know, they deliver on the highest level, and they keep delivering just good and good and good, you know. But I'm happy to see anyone else getting up there, so let's see.
Yeah, nice wave there, Magnus. So yeah, Brits all the way for Magnus. Basti, let's come to you.
I'll pick some open names already. I don't want to double dip there, so I'll go with Ignacy in the men's and Carolina in the women's singles.
Fantastic. And Guillaume, can we get a prediction out of you, or as tournament director, you're going to remain impartial?
Yeah, sorry. I want to stay neutral. Yeah.
I left all the French people. Come on.
Yeah.
No,
I don't blame you. Everybody's a winner at the Paris Open for Guillaume, right?
Yeah, of course.
Good. Let's move on to day two then. It's gender doubles day over in Paris. And Guillaume, we'll start with you because the men's open doubles has got 8 groups. That's absolutely massive. And if the Platel brothers make a deep run, just explain to us what that will mean for pickleball in France.
Yeah, pickleball have been really increased in France. It's really cool. Much more competition, much more promotion. Also thanks to the French Federation of Tennis. But yeah, as you say, so the Platel brothers are the usual one for everyone. They're really good, super famous for the RTA. You used to be there all time long, and it's always a pleasure to watch them play because they know each other so much. So that's pretty cool. But again, we have some others, especially in playing against them. You have the Parisian Ben and Luis, going to be a really cool one. You have the famous Paris Olympic medal winner Jean-Paul Montanu. They will be playing in the same group, so that's pretty cool with his partner Christopher. And you have the Swiss team with Fabio and Jerome. So that's gonna be good, nice group for the Platel. I do think they can do it. So the question is, what will be the next one when they'll be in the direct elimination phase? That's quite a lot of things to watch. But as you say, it's 8 groups, and on the 8 groups we have 16 French players. So it's really, really cool. And of course, I'll keep an eye on Cyril and Basti for this moment.
Yeah, 100%. And Basti, just moving on to that then, some big names: Jimenez, Fitzpatrick, Gregory and Alban, Page, Zhang and Gomez. But surely you're backing yourself and Cyril to win Group D.
Definitely, this has to be the plan. Although some of the names have been around for a long time, but I'm confident that this will work out for us. I don't know all of those names; they're solid players, but yeah, we'll see. I think at least the run for the second spot will be a tight one, and then after the groups are over, it gets really intense. I think the round after that is gonna be, close ones, all of them.
Yeah, you've definitely got some tough games there, Basti. Bobby Fitzpatrick in particular stands out for me in that group as one of your toughest competitors. But you've prepared well for this event, right?
I have a long training weekend after myself. I hope Cyril did the same. I think we're ready to go by the time Saturday comes, and yeah, then the best doubles will win. But yeah, I feel confident for the group.
And does any nerves take an impact here before the weekend for you, Basti? Is it all about excitement, or is it a mixture of excitement and nerves, anticipation? How is that mentally preparing for an event of this stature?
No, this is just excitement to be around nice people, to have good quality of play. I used to be a competitive runner, and I was very nervous before those races. Pickleball for me is no comparison. I feel like in pickleball there's so much time to correct things and come back and work your way back into it or figure things out even. It's not the same for me. So I'm rarely very nervous. And I think when I get to Paris, then it's all gonna be about meeting nice people and having a good time there and enjoying just to play the sport.
And I'm sure you're waiting for the French food.
I am ready for it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And Magnus, 500 RTA ranking points up for grabs. Who are the danger teams that jump out to you in this division?
Well, there's many, as there's so many names been mentioned already, and I'm just very happy that we have Fabio Müller and Jerome Frey finally on the tour. They're pro pickleball ambassadors. Very happy to see them on the RTA as well, and that's just what Basti said, right? This is a 500. This is a very good way into the 5-0 to feel it, to test it. How do you perform? How can you who can you beat on this level? So I'm happy to see them play, and happy to see for all others that got in, and it's gonna be amazing whoever's gonna win this. I mean, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be in Paris. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just from the UK side over here, watch out for Adams and Lofthouse. They're rising quickly. Brighton, Gregory, and also the young guns, Crossway and Skillicorn. We mentioned earlier about young talent, Basti. These players are under the age of 18 and seeded higher than their age would suggest, that's for sure. Magnus, that must please you to see players coming through of that age on the tour.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah, we said it before, right? It's young players are coming in. They're getting better. We see it with Arvid the most, I think. young, very good player. It's going to be tougher for the older guys. They need to be fast. So yeah, we're all very pleased, but not just for the youngsters to be in, for everyone. You know, the sport is growing so much, and this is good for all of us.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think they're bringing a new way of playing inside the game, right? They're not coming maybe from a tennis background or any else background. They might not have a background even. So they're learning pickleball from scratch, and they bring so much new to that game, which you see, like Magnus said, in a couple of those young players, and that's very fun to follow.
Yeah, it's a great point, Guillaume. Innovation and creativity are plenty there. Basti, we're kind of moving towards prediction stage here, so I won't ask you to name the winners because obviously it will be Grau and Peltier. But who are your biggest competitors for you in this competition?
I do expect James and Pep in the final. I do like them. A new pairing, both from the tennis background, but Pep has been doing well with Ignacy. James, a veteran, of course, on the left side. So I do like them.
You'll just beat them on a tie break in the gold medal match, was that?
I would take that.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
Fantastic. And Guillaume, who's your early pick for gold? Are we getting one out of you, Guillaume, or you just wishing well to everybody?
Yeah, the same. Of course, I can't really answer. I want to stay neutral, but I'm a big fan of Ben Costan, and I know he's just been a bit injured in Vietnam, so I hope he can do as good as possible with Strat, because it's really cool team. And then I also hope that the Frenchies can go as far as possible. And I would say, okay, it's easy way to answer, but for sure, Pep and James, what a team. So yeah, would bet, and I do think I would bet that will be Spanish on the podium.
Okay, fantastic predictions there from Guillaume. And Magnus, final call for you. Who's taking the title?
Well, let's see. But I haven't seen Mara and Ignacy play together, so that's a very interesting team as well. Besides all the others that have been mentioned, so I'll go for them for now.
And tell me, Magnus, who's playing left side? That's what I wonder, Magnus.
Yeah,
good question. Yeah, as I said, I didn't see them play together, and as many actually, and it's going to be nice to watch. So everyone out there who has time, come to Paris, watch the games.
Yeah, Maro.
And by the way, if I can throw something in here, we talk about the groups and everything. So those who don't know yet, the groups are available. They're all live on play.rtapickleballtour.com. Go to the blog entry or the tournament. You'll find the link to the groups. And there will be an email for all the players, of course, coming out. But everything is online, so you guys can check it out.
Fantastic. And let's just flip the script then. Women's Opens doubles is just as intense. Names like Locke, Constantino, Baxter, Chinnery, and Azarek, Rodino, Maya, Zajac, and Nags. Molly Nags makes an appearance. Cardo and Lidon. It's packed. So, Guillaume, talk to us about how pleased you are with the stacked women's draw.
Yeah.
And how does the standard compete to 2024?
Yeah, that's crazy again. Firstly, I'm super happy because I want to watch them from the sides. That will be the best thing in watches all these players. Is quite amazing for us. But it's not only. I mean, we're also super happy this year because thanks with the 4.0 and the 4.5 will be a lot of players there. So. And personally, actually, will be must be there. So no, on these 5.0, God, it would be crazy. And again, I think I will give my voice to Sadia for this one. But yeah, all the names you've gave. I mean, I want to watch Nags on the last day with Theo. So Nags with Carolina got to be quite amazing. So yeah, I won't give anyone, but it will be a lot of show on the courts.
Yeah, definitely. And Basti, you can give us a little bit of extra insight here because on Sunday you're partnering with Anais Geslin in mixed. You'll be watching her closely in women's doubles, I'm sure. She partners up with Anouk van Hoek. How far can they go on Saturday?
Yeah, that's a tough one, but I think there is some room for them to make a deep run. The field looks like that there's a couple spots obviously taken for the medal rounds, but I can see them going top 8 semifinals for sure. To be fair, I have not seen Anais play that much. I only really met her 2-3 weeks ago when we were in Germany for the first time. That's when this partnership came together. So it's a bit of a gamble, but from what I take, it's not a gamble at all. I think she's going to be great, and we're going to have a good time on Sunday, and she will have a great tournament on Saturday. What I want to say though, I absolutely do love to see Maria back on the stage. She's been hurt for a couple months now. She's back with Daria, so there's got to be a lot of trust in old friends or like a long-term development. So I'm really, really happy to see her back. And the other couple I absolutely love is Marta and Molly. They're just like pure firepower. So better talk out when you're behind the court. So very fun couples.
Yeah, definitely something interesting to look to in terms of Constantino teaming up with Locke. There's no better player to receive that support from when you're on your comeback from injury than Locke. Always 100%. A positive force on court.
100%. She's so steady, and Maria has a lot of force. If she can move well, and I assume she does, then they're gonna be a couple to look out for. And Daria has so much, routine or like experience to come back, or like keep balls in play that Maria will be good with her.
Yeah, and Magnus, you've had the draws in front of you all week. Are there any under the radar partnerships with real Aalborg potential here?
Well, it's amazing. You know, Basti said it. This is an RTA 500, and if you look at this list of women in the 5-0, it's incredible. We have Marta and Molly on spot 7. So look at all of it that's there. It's crazy. And just want to mention as well, very happy that Maria is back. Of course, they are on the radar, but yeah. From what I know, there's many that can make it to Aalborg. This is really high list. This is loaded, as Basti would say.
Okay,
sure.
Prediction times then, folks. Basti, let's come to you first. Who's going to be standing on the #1 podium on Saturday evening?
I think I'll take a bit of a dark horse. I'll take Hermione Baxter and Carolina. Hermione just came back from the US, so she's been playing a ton, and I think she's much better than we've seen her when she left half a year ago. And Carolina always force. So this is going to be my pick: Carolina and Hermione.
Fantastic. And for you, then, Magnus?
Yeah, I'll stay neutral on this one. Take the Swiss card.
Fantastic. And Guillaume, I presume you're staying neutral as well?
Yeah, on the same team as Magnus. Yeah, sure.
Wow, I'm gonna chuck in a pair to watch. It's gonna be Nags and Zajac for me. They can sneak a little bit of glory. Molly Nags, unbelievable player, unbelievable coach, and top quality ambassador for the sport of pickleball. So I'll be supporting those players the weekend. Right, mixed doubles action. It is final day, Super Sunday, and the last shots at those all-important 500 points in mixed doubles. Basti, you and an ace are facing Maya, Parminta, Dominguez, Suromolotov, Montanos, and Van Hoyk. How do their styles impact your preparation, #1? And will you strategize differently before each match?
Yeah, most definitely. I know the male players, most all of them. And there's some, like Stuart, for example, likes to play very aggressive, likes to move a lot and goes for, let's say, body shots or attacks very, very early. So you got to watch out for those and keep your paddle up. JP in the other team is a lefty, very, very steady. So he's going to be right in front of me, I assume. So there's a lot of stuff to look out for. Mixed makes always for surprising play styles maybe, and some cool moments. So I'm excited for it. And if the groups are full with that much talent, then I can't wait for the quarterfinals.
And Basti, from a playing perspective, is there a preference of yours between gender doubles and mixed doubles? Is mixed doubles more enjoyable, one or the other, or do they both bring different levels of enjoyment for you?
It depends. For me, the men's doubles is definitely what I have my focus on in the past. Not having a fixed mixed partner, so that's, let's say, the more important for me. And then Sunday feels like a bonus that I do take very seriously, though. And I enjoy mixed because you can try new things. For me, it's also a different side of the court. It's a left side for me then, so it needs a couple different shots. And I just love to be there again with the French hometown hero. I hope, Guillaume. I hope I chose a good one that has the fans with us. So I'm very excited, and yeah, for me, men's doubles would be the focus, I think, but I'm planning to make a good run with Anais for sure.
Guillaume, I love the look of Theo Platel and Molly Nags. Also, there's a mother and son pairing from the UK in here, Francis and Charles Bowen Rayner, which would be a great story. Peyton Pemberton representing the US too. But surely the top seeds, Kanyadel and Locke, they're the team to beat.
Yeah, Pep and Sally are, come on, they are amazing. Hope they can be beaten. I mean, hope especially for Basti, but yeah, no, they're really amazing. But I have to confess, I never watched them play together. So I don't know. I want to watch them play together because individual is not enough. And if it would have been the case, Netherlands would have won the World Cup so many times. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see that because it's gonna be amazing. But there is a lot of great teams. You talk about Spanish, the Polish together would be great. The Brits, of course, I mean, Brits teams too. No, I'm really looking forward. I have to say that yeah, as Basti said, it's a good idea to take Anais, then they will have the crown with him. That's perfect situation. And of course, Cyril and Elodie, you should all take an eye on them. They can really be some. Yeah, they can do something.
Yeah, 100%. Magnus, give us your thoughts on what's shaping up to be a thrilling Sunday finale.
Yeah, same thing here. You know, it's loaded with teams that some we have seen, some we haven't seen playing together. So this is going to be super exciting. Basti, I think you mentioned the quarters, right? I mean, after the quarters, it's going to be super tough for all of them. I like seeing Hermione and James as well, you know, pairing up. And yeah, it's Daniel, Maria, I haven't seen, but sounds like a nice team as well. You know, there's going to be performance for sure.
Yeah, everywhere you look, it's stacked, full of quality. Friday,
Absolutely.
Saturday, and Sunday. Does anybody want to offer me any predictions? Basti, you're going to win the mixed doubles, that's right?
I have to say yes, but I do want to throw another pairing in. And the exciting thing about mix is always the best female and male obviously meet in the same division. So basically the talent pool is doubled on Sunday, right? So there's a lot to watch out for, and mix for so much chaos. I do want to go for Rocio and Barlind, because Barlind has been getting better in mix, and he has now solid lady next to him. I do want to go with them and see how far it takes.
And you'll beat them on a tie break in the final, right?
I won't do a tiebreaker for them. I'll go without tiebreaker.
And Magnus, any predictions for our mixed doubles winners?
Man, you really don't make it easy for us, do you? Pulling the Swiss card again, or I go for Theo and Molly.
Theo and Molly, what a great pick. Fantastic. And Guillaume, one last chance to jump off that fence.
Yeah, no, the brother Platel will both play with some good players. Need to check about Adeline and Boris. Boris back, really good team too. But of course, I'll give mine to Basti and Anais.
Fantastic. Well, that is it. That is it. We've come to the end. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thanks to all of our guests here. What incredible lineup. What an exciting event we have ahead. From the vision of leaders like Magnus, the dedication of organisers like Guillaume, to the passion and fire of athletes like Basti. The Skechers Pickleball Paris Open 2025 is shaping up to be a must-watch, must-play event. Remember, it all takes place this weekend, May the 23rd to the 25th, with elite competition, passionate amateur play, and a celebration of pickleball like no other. Be sure to follow all updates on pickleballparis.com and check out the RTA Pickleball Tour socials and website, including Tournated, who will provide live updates as well. I'm Nick Hobbis, and this has been your official preview of the Skechers Pickleball Paris Open 2025. Until next time, where Rota in Spain grabs our attention, it is showtime. Au revoir for now.
Au revoir.
Thank you. Au revoir.